Hello there, welcome to Let's Talk Sport. Tonight it's the El Classico, the big game of the year. They're just preparing now, and it's the big game in Spain. Real Madrid still first by quite a distance, 66 points, where Barcelona on 51. A victory for Barcelona with a game still in hand would mean they close the gap to 12 points, and with all the top five still having to play, this could be crucial to Barcelona or even Sevilla for their title push, which might not seem all over given that, as I mentioned, all the top five had to play each other. There's also big news in the fact that Benzema isn't playing, so the lineups are there and there. You can see biggest absentee for Real Madrid, obviously Benzema. So see how let's see how they can do with it. Still a solid team. Look like some Real Madrid. They don't exactly concede too many goals. They still score more than Barcelona. So yeah, it's it. This should be an interesting one. Both with similar form away from home and at home. You know, both teams have Real Madrid have won 4 of the last 5 at home. Barcelona have won 4 of the last 5 away, and the other for both was a draw. So identical records for both teams at the moment. So yeah, don't hesitate to get into the chat. Everyone get involved. Lovely company on a Sunday night like this, as I am tired. Greg saying hi. Hello Greg, how are you doing? 2-1 to Barcelona. Shoes off if you love Forest, says Burgoyne. Honestly, I just wanted Forest to win so that we could stop in our group chat with the quad talk, because when I'm in a bad mood like today, then there's nothing I dislike more than the constant Liverpool chat. So 60% thinking that Madrid will win, 40 think Barca. I think it's a draw. I'm going for it. I'm going to call it. You know, Barcelona 1, Real Madrid 1. I think Aubameyang gets a goal. So yeah, and just as I talked about Liverpool, got a message from someone saying on to the next round, talking about Liverpool. Like, it just never stops. It never stops. How are we doing, Greg? They didn't win, lost 1-0. Yeah, I saw that, Burgoyne. I saw that. I am in that chat. Can't miss any Liverpool news. Yeah, so should be underway anytime soon, despite it already being 9. Lineups: Courtois, Carvajal, Militao, Alaba, captain Nacho Fernandez, Casemiro, in behind Modric and Kroos in that midfield, Valverde out wide on the right, Vinicius on the left, and Rodrigo up front replacing Benzema. Well, for Barcelona, it's Ter Stegen. Ario at right back, Piqué Garcia at centre back, Alba at left back. Midfield 3 is De Jong, Busquets, Pedri, and then the 3 ahead is Torres, Aubameyang, and Dembele. Should be interesting. Courtois just picking up his Player of the Month award, being the best player in February. They're quite slow, you know. February's well gone. So I'm just curious as to what the Liga's thinking was behind that. Real Madrid have played 2 of the Liga games, 1 Champions League game since. It's a bit slow to react there. And there's, just as we speak, they're gathering around the centre circle with a big banner saying "Together versus Racism," so a show of solidarity. More Scouse squad rubbish, Burgoyne says. I am technically Scouse, so I'm gonna have to chill the rhetoric. Jamie. now they are done. They should be getting underway any minute. Now we're off. And underway this Classico. See what Xavi can do in his first Classico manager. Already a great start from Barcelona, direct. Drawn a foul from Militao and Torres. Up front straight away. From that defence, getting it to Pedri, then to Torres. Torres doing well to dribble past Militao, drawing the foul. Militao goes sliding in. And it's a clear foul. It could have been a yellow card, 20 seconds into the game. And Xavi's calling for the card. So free kick to come in from Alba. Quite a deep line from Madrid. On the penalty spot. Barcelona will win, says David Coleman. They could. The ball comes in, pour that, but Torres manages to flick it over, but then over the bar. Torres does well to get a little flick on the ball, just on the edge of the penalty box, get it past Valverde, but then his eventual shot goes over. Militao taking the goal kick, which I like. I like it, the centre back taking the goal kick. Already, this is something that you see a little less often in the Liga. I haven't watched it in a while, so I can't say, but really intense and fast. This is very fast paced at the moment. Ooh, Garcia getting it through to Pedri just about. Garcia to Piqué. Gets it through to De Jong. And just after the second minute, Barcelona putting their feet on the ball, trying to keep possession. Still fast tempo passing, but not moving forward so direct. A bit strange that none of them are wearing their home kit. Or the ball forward for Torres. Just goes out. Good ball from Piqué. Barca pressing really high instantly, but Valverde's on the ball. He's in Barca's half now. Vinicius. Rodrigo, across to Vinicius. We're in a 20 and 21 consecutive numbers now. Confused me. There we go. Barcelona will win, says David Connolly. So, yeah, get in touch. 67% of you think Real Madrid will win. It's starting well for Barcelona. But Real Madrid need few chances to score. That being said, they don't have Benzema to score them. The guy who's got 8 goals in his last 5 games. It's madness. And Madrid just keeping it in their defence here. Modric put under pressure by Busquets. Brings it back to Militao. Militao's got Pedri coming up with him. And far across field. Also surprised Dembele starting, which I think a month ago maybe people might have found surprising. Dembele, who was said to never play for the club again. Ooh, and Rodrigo dribbles past Alba, but the shot goes wide. Demanding the fans to get into it a bit more. And that chance from Real Madrid came from Valverde, surging forward again. Something he can do really well. He's not a Madrid-style midfielder. You've got the Cruz, Modric and Casemiro, but Valverde is great at just carrying the ball forward. Araujo just getting caught by Vinicius Jr. Barcelona luckily regained possession. Frankie de Jong. Alba sliding in behind him, nowhere near the ball. Dembele to run at Nacho. Trying to get on that left foot. Gets it across to Torres. Bad take from Wall. Cross comes in. Fernandez gets onto it. Now Cruz to Junior. Casemiro. Modric. Just wriggling his way past and getting a hard, delicious through ball to Vinicius Jr. He's claiming a foul from Araujo. Didn't look like there was anything there. But Barcelona back in possession. Valverde to Cruz. Real Madrid just trying to ease into the game. Casemiro, Militao. Madrid having to operate in really small spaces in the midfield. High pressure from Barca. What a great through ball from Vinicius Jr. Caught Araujo out. Dribbling past, he's got no one in the middle to get past it to. Rodrigo's arriving late. Oh, what a save. Valverde coming in support just outside the box. And low shot that forces a really good save from Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen, who's not having the best of seasons. Oh, really good save from Ter Stegen. Gets down quickly, far from him. But corner to Real Madrid. Corner comes in. Piqué heads away. Modric out near the byline. Barca managed to clear. Well, not clear. Dembele was going to clear, but Rodrigo's regained possession. Low cross intercepted by De Jong. Barcelona managed to get the throw in, but dangerous play from Madrid. Oh, what a save. And Militao just gets ahead of Aubameyang, and I can't remember Aubameyang getting into this game. Ter Stegen takes a touch a bit too much. Managed to get the ball up to Araujo. Looked dangerous there. Ter Stegen never looked fully in control. Casemiro to Cruz. Short ball. Alba's luckily there, and Aubameyang didn't react to it. Casemiro just swerving around De Jong. Gets out to Nacho. Vinicius. Out on the left. Cuts it into Modric. Modric looking for options. Not many in front of him. Only Vinicius and Valverde. Alba. To Cruz. To Militao. Rodrigo out on the right. He's got Carvajal in support. Valverde as well. Well defended by Garcia. Casemiro. Cruz tries getting the ball forward. Kicks it against Casemiro. Oh, Militao does really well to get that back in possession. Crossfield ball's a bit hazardous, but Vinicius Junior does well. Oh, Nacho take a bad touch, and Aubameyang gets onto it. Then Belly to run at Nacho, get onto his left foot, skips past Cruz. Aubameyang maybe could have done better in trying to recover that ball. Pedri. Alba. PK. Busquets. De Jong. Back to Busquets. And back to De Jong. De Jong looking to run at that Madrid backline. Alba out on the left. Up against Rodrigo. Brings it back to Pedri. And PK in possession in the centre circle. Forward ball to Aubameyang. On. Bad from Aubameyang. Loses control of the ball, goes in for a terrible tackle on Cruz. Gives a free kick to Real Madrid. And there's one player that hasn't got into the match already. It's Aubameyang. Pretty poor. So free kick to Real Madrid. Cruz. Modric playing in a much more advanced position. Casemiro getting a lucky rebound. Bad ball forward in the end, and Alba can get there before Valverde. Ball forward to Pedri. Lays it off brilliantly to Torres. Busquets. Looking for the forward ball. Great forward ball. And Torres can get on the end of it. Beat Carvajal to it. Just comes in. Oof. Good save from Courtois. Aubameyang gets this shot just from the penalty spot. My prediction was nearly there, the first goal scorer. Nearly. Great work from Busquets and Torres. Aubameyang gets in the right position, peels off the defenders. Torres doesn't seem to be offside. It seems Alaba was cut in the offside on the other side. Not a complicated save for Courtois, but Barcelona seem to be a bit in the ascendancy, and already we've got a decent game on our hands after 12 minutes. Seb, are you supporting England or Switzerland next Saturday? England? I can't live it down if Switzerland win. Pedri. Bringing it back to PK. To Garcia. Pedri. Tries to find the forward ball that was never really on, and Rodrigo intercepts, and Casemiro in the midfield now. Poor ball to Cruz. Real Madrid still retain possession. Carvajal looking for options, dips it in midfield, and Busquets picks it up, very dangerous. Forward ball didn't get to Aubameyang's feet, and Real Madrid managed to retain possession. And just as we speak, quick free kick taken, Valverde to Junior. Junior's in the box, can get onto his right foot, he can. Right at Ter Stegen. And again, it seems like the best midfielder for Real Madrid today is Valverde. Playing well of late. Dembele. Got acres of space. Cross in. Aubameyang misses the ball. Awkward cross to get his foot onto. Hey, Torres on the ball. Alba cutting in to play a more midfield role. A very Cancelo style, but being left-footed on that left-hand side. PK gets it to De Jong. De Jong's only got Casemiro in front of him in that midfield. Dembele to Busquets. What do you think has changed at Barcelona when Xavi took in charge? The players got. What do you think so? It's hard to tell, isn't it? I think people just have a bit of an aura. I still am sceptical about Xavi. I think he's got a lot to prove still, despite everyone saying he is this, that. He clearly does have an ideology. But I think he has an aura about him, maybe just the person he is. And I also think that the Spanish league is a little less competitive, so that these matches he should be grinding out points and should have the talent. And when you buy in so many strikers attacking players in the January transfer window, if something doesn't go right, then you can change it. Whereas Koeman did not have that privilege. Oh, poor ball out from Militao. Torres tried getting Aubameyang in, but Casemiro got back in time to intercept that. Barcelona still in possession. As I was saying, Greg, I think just options. They've got options now going forward. They still will concede goals because they are still quite bad defensively. I think Xavi's just implemented more discipline and a bit more of a tactical sense to them, an ideology, if you dare say. I think there's just more identity to them now and a bit more depth. To be honest, Xavi won the league in Qatar for a team for the Frost. I still take it with a pinch of salt. The quadruple is on. You know what? Let's stop the stream. Let's stop the stream. I'm actually sorry, Joe. Had to do it. Oh, I'm really proud of myself for having done that. Barca still in possession. Alba to PK. Hard to tell the system that Real Madrid are trying to implement. It seems like the player that's furthest forward for Real Madrid is Valverde. Torres for the shot. Ooh, just goes wide. Great curling effort. What did you do? I deleted the comment saying the quadruple is on, Joe. Great shot from Torres. Just went wide. Courtois was never getting there. What players should Barcelona sell? Well, some attackers. They've got too many because they've got to balance the book still. And they definitely need defenders because I still don't think Garcia's up to it. And Alba is well beyond it. And if Dani Alves is playing at right back often, then it's not a good sign. I don't know, I do think Barcelona needs a lot of defenders. Great forward play. De Jong gets it to Dembele. Dembele's only got Alba to run at, but he's got space in the box. Ball comes in, well defended by Alaba. Valverde to surge forward with the ball. He's got Busquets and De Jong in front of him. Junior just entering Barcelona's half. No real solutions. Bring it back to Cruz, Modric. Modric trying to calm the game down in their own half. Carvajal. All the way back to Courtois. And you see the votes have changed. We've got 40% to Barcelona. Oh, okay, it's still visible, Joe. Okay, I didn't know. I thought it'd be deleted for the whole screen, but might be wrong. Carvajal in Barcelona's half to Casemiro. Lofts it across to Cruz. Almost unnecessary. Unnecessarily. Junior trying to get past Araujo. But Dembele's in possession. Busquets. Yeah, it's removed from me. Carvajal regains possession in Barcelona's half. Rodrigo skips past Pedri. He's got the goal in front of him. Blocked by Piqué. Casemiro nearly wins the ball back just outside Barcelona's box. But it is Torres in possession. Right, Seb putting on the spot. Barcelona sells Depay. Well, it's not the worst idea. If they're not going to use him, then why not sell Depay? It does make sense, you know. Oh, Torres skipping past Carvajal, chopping the ball and nutmegging him. Carvajal ends up fouling him. Torres is just giving Carvajal a horrible time. Cheeky, chop back, through the legs. West Ham versus Barca's semi-final in Europa League. That could happen, and I'd love to see it. Just all my Swiss teams are out of these European competitions now, so I can't go and see any. I know a lot of people that went to see Basel against Marseille the other night. Piqué. Forward to De Jong. Busquets. And that ball from Piqué forward to cut the line is always important. Just brings Barcelona into Real Madrid's half, but then it's the balls out wide to Torres and sometimes to Dembele a bit more out to the wing that really hurt Real Madrid. Mark Noble to score a last minute penalty to knock Barca out. Garcia. I don't see West Ham doing it, unfortunately. When you see games like this today, their squad is so thin. Piqué nearly getting caught out by Cruz. Garcia. Alba. Ball forward. Militao intercepts. Doesn't let Torres onto it. Ooh, looks a bad tackle from Cruz. It looks like he's gone in with his studs. Gets a yellow card. First booking of the game. Yeah, he just barges into Busquets. Probably seemed worse on first appearance. Just that replay of the Valverde shot. Sorry, really good save from Ter Stegen. Only save he's had to make. Second save he's had to make. Sorry. Albert to take the free kick. Not exactly in Real Madrid's final third, but in a position that can harm him. Araujo gets his head onto it. Near the penalty spot, no one's there. Militao gets his head onto it. Ball bouncing from Carvajal, manages to clear in the end. Comes all the way back to Ter Stegen. Pedri on the ball. Alba. Very sore shoulder, so I'm struggling here. Dembele comes back to Araujo. Alba out wide to Torres. Gets it through to Aubameyang, and I think that's one of the very few times Aubameyang's touched the ball. Pedri skipping past Militao and a great through ball for Torres. What a tackle there from Casemiro. Great last ditch tackle. If not, that was a goal. Torres was in a perfect position. What a ball from Pedri. Jordi Alba to take the throw to Pedri. Can they bring it back and get that ball into the box? It comes back to Piqué in the centre circle. Araujo. Piqué. Garcia. Jordi Alba. To Busquets. Garcia. Good through ball to De Jong. Manages to open up that Real Madrid midfield. Gets it out to Dembele. And all that work brought back with Busquets on the ball. Piqué. Garcia. Barcelona looked the better team. Pedri falling over when that ball comes to him. Valverde manages to intercept and Cruz gets it forward. Poor ball in the end. It's drawn back for the foul and De Jong gets a booking. That's the second of the match. Seemed a bit harsh. He was just a bit late to the tackle. Yeah, they're just showing that clip again, and Casemiro does brilliantly to get back, perfectly timed tackle in the penalty box in the end. Carvajal. To Militao. Pedri's pushing forward, and it seems like he's trying to offer that support role to Aubameyang, as Aubameyang isn't really getting anything out of this game. Nacho. To Cruz. And they're being pushed back, this Real Madrid side. Rodrigo. Poor defending from Alba. Gets past him too easily, but Real Madrid can't penetrate behind the Barca defence. Modric. Yeah, we've seen very little of Modric in this game. Just skips past Pedri. Gets the ball to Vinicius Junior. And Junior lays it off for Nacho, but Nacho wasn't seeing that coming and nearly lost the ball. Vinicius manages to recover the ball. Back to Modric. To Casemiro. Heavy pass to Militao, and Militao can't get it to Rodrigo properly. Ter Stegen is in possession. If Benfica knocked Liverpool out, we should do a stream dedicated to watching the game where Slippy G slipped. Okay, Araujo skips past Cruz. Comes infield. Pedri lays it off to a sturging Jordi Alba. And is complaining about being hit in the face, but the ref is not stopping play. Oh, there's practically nothing in that from Valverde. Ooh. The ball was given back to Barcelona, I think by Modric, very deep into Real Madrid's half. And it was so close to going in. That would have been funny. You know you're entitled to score or keep possession when you're told to give the ball back to the opponent. So that would have been a goal. Busquets. Pedri. It does just go wide in the end and Barcelona get the goal kick. Garcia. And both the centre-backs, Piqué and Garcia, really haven't been troubled today. They've had an easy day so far, an easy first half an hour. Whereas Militao and Alaba have looked shaky. Militao is definitely the one that's getting his foot in a bit more. But all of the Real Madrid's defence is looking very shaky. Dembele skips past Nacho onto his right foot. Aubameyang! It's a goal! And it's a really good goal. And I like the fact that I was right. That's all that counts. So it's 1-0 to Barcelona, so it's looking good for the Catalan team. It starts from Piqué getting out to Dembele, and Dembele hesitates, skips past Nacho, gets onto his right foot, unexpected, and Aubameyang gets ahead of Militao. to get his head on that cross, and nothing Courtois could do about it. Really good cross from Dembele. What's Alaba doing trying to stick his foot onto it? Really poor defending. Alaba needs to be getting his head onto it. His body sticks his foot out half-arsed, and Aubameyang skips ahead of Militao. Dembele's back on the ball and brings it to Busquets just outside the box. He's got no pressure. Lofted pass to Torres and really badly played, and Militao intercepts. And now Busquets will be the second fielder for Barcelona booked today. He's dragging back Militao while he's storming away. Rightly booked. Rightly booked. Free kick to Real Madrid. Can they get their foot on the ball here? Can they get themselves into the game? And Ancelotti just looks, well, not lost, but not even sure how to react. Foul here for Real Madrid, just near the halfway line. Casemiro drawing the foul from Torres. And the free kick is played back to Militao. Lofted ball into Alaba. Barcelona just dropping off after having scored that goal. Nacho. All the way to Courtois. Militao being chased down by Pedri. Long ball forward. It's too heavy for Rodrigo, and Ter Stegen can recuperate that with his hands. And as Piqué's in possession, he's got very slow pressure coming from Modric and Rodrigo. The whole dynamic of Benzema being absent has really made Real Madrid lackluster up front. Vinicius Jr. knows he needs to stay out on the left. But apart from that, who is that central striker? Because Rodrigo's the one who's going out wide. So the whole tactic today is to try and get a faux striker, a pseudo striker every now and then with one of the midfielders, that being Modric or Valverde. And it's really not too complicated for Barcelona to deal with. If there's one thing that Piqué and Garcia need, it's pressure from a striker up front, from a guy who's that focal point. They're just having it easy. Couple of shots from Real Madrid, but nothing really threatening. Throwing here to Barcelona in Real Madrid's half. And as I say that, they throw it all the way back into their own half. Barca staying deep here, just after having scored that goal. Aubameyang tries flicking it onto Torres. Heavy pass, Carvajal can recuperate. Gives it to Courtois, and it's a very unconvincing clearance. Goes out for a Barcelona throw in Real Madrid's half. And Rodrigo regains possession. Bouncing ball from Modric. Pedri gets on the end of it and has got Barca back moving towards Real Madrid's goal. Alaba trying to dribble his way past Aubameyang. Playing dangerously. Militao. Got no other options. To Casemiro. Modric. Lofted ball into Valverde. Plays out to Carvajal. They draw the Barcelona players in every time. Then they play it back into that Barcelona pressure, and they're setting up their own traps here, Real Madrid. Araujo to Dembele. What's your favourite cheese, Seb? So, I don't eat cheese just as often as most people here do, but I do love a good slice of mild Gruyere. That really does it for me. I often go to Fribourg to study where my brother lives, and that's the canton where Gruyere is, and it's good. I like a good camembert as well when you get it right. Some of them aren't always that good, but I like a good camembert. But Gruyere is definitely the superior one for me. Or, mozzarella in a salad is delicious. Ooh, a forward ball hits De Jong to Aubameyang, and he can get the goal. Shot right at Courtois in the end, and tries bringing the ball back over towards goal from the byline. Barca just playing their way through this Real Madrid midfield at ease, and De Jong found himself in acres of space, gives it to Aubameyang, and Alaba slides in, but you question why he isn't closing him down. He just leaves the goal open and then just throws himself in the tackle very nonchalantly afterwards. It's pretty poor from him. Very bad awareness. Corner here to Barcelona, and Dembele gets to Pedri. Valverde just about intercepts. Modric can break. And Pedri purposely holds Modric. Oh, but the ball's through here. It's Vinicius. Oh! And that's a great chance. He stumbles with the ball between his legs, looking for a penalty. Never a penalty, though. Seemed like he didn't have confidence to take on Ter Stegen, but Real Madrid did well to break there. Can't beat a bit of true tactics on a Sunday night. Can't beat a bit of Jamie Davis on a Sunday afternoon. Yeah, Real Madrid don't really have a plan here, but the first great chance that Real Madrid have is when they put Vinicius Jr. down in the middle. Benzema lacking is clearly hindering them. That goes without saying, one of the best players missing. Of course you're going to be hindered. Surprised about Ajax going out to Benfica? I was. I didn't really expect much from Benfica, but I thought Ajax could do it at least. I was listening to something saying that if the away goal rule was still in effect, then Benfica might not have defended as much, which is quite an interesting one. Nothing has been... Oh, but Dembele doing well here. Tries to get the shot away. Nacho gets the blocking, but Barca's still on the ball. Cross from De Jong, it's just too high for Aubameyang. Militao puts it out for a corner. Yeah, so it's clear that, that is terrible for Vinicius Jr. He cuts the ball in and he dives onto Ter Stegen. That is awful. That is absolutely awful. Gruyere gang. Nope. You've missed out an E there, Jamie. After the Y. Corner for Barcelona. And Araujo. Oh, it's 2-0. I was not expecting that. And this is really good from Barcelona. Really good. So, 52% thought that Real Madrid would win. Did you see the fire at the Ajax game? It was caused by flares. I didn't see it, but maybe Jamie did. Jamie's an avid spectator of Ajax games. Poor again. So Real Madrid conceded another goal from a cross. And no one's marking Araujo, and eventually Alaba is the one ahead of him and doesn't see where the ball is floating in properly, so it's just too easy. I don't know what Alaba is trying to do. He's nowhere near the ball. Araujo behind him gets the header away. So 38 minutes and it's 2-0 in the Classico. And I've been a big skeptic of Xavi, but I've got to say, it looks like this Barcelona side is back to competing with Real Madrid. Militao. Pedri closing him down. Courtois. Poor clearance from Courtois. Carvajal manages to get his head onto it, but Barca regain possession. It's all too easy. And now the pseudo-striker is Cruz as they're pressing up. While pressing here, you can tell that there's Cruz and Rodrigo and there's two last defenders. Modric, Valverde and Vinicius. The three behind it. It just seems wrong. It just doesn't seem functional. Modric. Cruz. Modric to Cruz again. Real Madrid really lacking inspiration. They've got no way of getting in between the line of midfield and defence. They're too concentrated on trying to fill the shoes of Benzema as an attacker that they're not finding the transition into attack. Vinicius. Militao. Heavy touch from Carvajal. Pedri looked to get in there. Didn't put his feet through the ball properly, and Real Madrid still keep the ball. Militao. Dribbles past Pedri. Forward to Casemiro. Valverde. No real options. Brings it back to Cruz midfield. And I've got to give it to Barca. They're defending compactly. They're keeping their shape. Alba's on the ball. I'm ready to cry, says Steve McDonald. Please do explain why. I'm guessing you're a Real Madrid fan. Alba to Modric to Casemiro. Real Madrid improving their possession stats here, but not improving anything else. Modric. And it's not like there's even heavy pressing for Barcelona. Almost seems perfect that, Barcelona have regained possession, but just waiting for Real Madrid to create their own errors. Garcia. Crossfield to Araujo. He's got time. Gets forward to De Jong. De Jong skips past Cruz. Cruz is on a yellow card, remember. So is De Jong for that matter. Busquets. Piqué. Heavy touch. Managed to take out Rodrigo and Vinicius. Gets it to Pedri. Then belly out on the right. Gets it to De Jong. Back to Busquets. And this is a really solid performance from Barcelona. They're keeping possession but almost opening avenues at the same time, whereas Real Madrid are keeping possession for possession's sake. Yeah, I'm a Madrid fan. Ancelotti is giving me a headache with no number 9. I'm not really sure what the goal was here for Ancelotti because, Benzema's not there, so how do you replace him? Difficult to say, you can't exactly replace Benzema, but they surely could have done a different system, surely, or am I naive in thinking so? I think he should have just gone with Rodrigo as the number 9 and just kept it that way. Not really trying to faff around with Rodrigo out wide and this false number 9 from midfield like either Modric or Valverde. But then again, who have they got on the bench that is a number 9? That's the point. So he had to do something different. Dembele bringing it back to Busquets. Oh, he's got Luka Jovic on the bench. Sorry, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, so that seems like the obvious choice, doesn't it? It makes no sense why they wouldn't put in Jovic or Hazard instead of sticking Modric running everywhere. Yeah. Ooh, just a good chance for Barcelona. Yeah, and I see now, Steve, that Jovic is on the bench. I wouldn't put Hazard in that position. I'm not sure, Hazard, Vinicius and Rodrigo really has the bulk to try and make up an attack without a number 9, but definitely Jovic. Just try it. The guy's got to get a chance. In 43 minutes, you can tell Barcelona are very happy to run down the clock. And the worst thing is, it always feels like Piqué and Garcia are there for the taking. If you put pressure on those two, they will crack. If you put speed or someone who's going to hang around on the last defender, they will crack. So why not make the most of that? Alba tries to get it forward for Torres. Militao saw it already. Long forward from Courtois. ends up at no one. See, and if Courtois going to clear it constantly like that, Rodrigo's the last person you want to be on the end of long balls. I mean, Jovic, you can criticise his playing style. At least he's someone who could hold up the ball a bit better and get maybe a few aerial duels won. Oh, terrible from Nacho. Just puts it out of play. Nothing Junior can do about that. Yeah, they're just showing that goal again from Araujo. So it is half time. I didn't even see that come. Didn't even see that go by. Don't think he added on any time, which is fair enough. Man does whatever he wants. Good game so far. It's been better than recent Clásicos that I've watched, which is nice. Barcelona definitely dominating this game. It just almost seemed too easy for them. Real Madrid really seemed naive tactically. Alba and Militao really pushed against the wall. They're passing it back to Courtois on multiple occasions, and Courtois' clearances have been very bad, and that's even without Aubameyang doing much. Aubameyang hasn't really been much in this game, and to be fair, he's had that one shot in the first half, earlier on, and then got his header in for that for the first goal. There's nothing that Barcelona need to do change. They build up slowly, but then know when to attack. Dembele better than Torres maybe. Torres has looked a bit head down, try getting it forward, whereas Dembele knows when he can go forward, and we've seen that Barcelona's chances have come from the right, which is really quite strange because Carvajal looked all over the place initially. Going forward, are they playing a two-man pivot in midfield? Are they playing three men? Real Madrid, Modric, Valverde, Casemiro and Cruz are all in there. All central players. And none of them are adding any width. So, what's Ancelotti's plan? He's got Rodrigo out on the right mainly. Sometimes he's tucked into the centre sometimes. And Vinicius Jr. has basically stayed out on the left. That all making quite a bit of imbalance to Real Madrid's attack. Araujo has just stayed out wide, trying to stick to Vinicius Jr., whereas Alaba, in possession, has tucked into the centre, into the midfield, and started playing a bit more, but also at the same time can defend there, as he's not really got anyone threatening him out wide. Real Madrid had one decent shot, which was from Valverde, great save from Ter Stegen, and then a chance later on from Vinicius, who falls over Ter Stegen really quite pathetically. I'll say it so brusquely, pathetic it was. Fell over way before Ter Stegen got there. Yeah, it's not really good from Real Madrid. They don't have number 9. Modric has gone up sometimes trying to run it to be that number 9. At the beginning it was Valverde. I saw at moments Cruz booming up. It wouldn't be Casemiro. Casemiro is staying in behind defending. But it's so uninspiring from Real Madrid. And it's one of those moments where Ancelotti really has got it wrong again, and changes need to be made. You'll have to take someone off and put on a proper striker, and that can only be Luka Jovic. And Jovic hasn't played since the game against Villarreal. I don't think he's even got a goal this season. He's got one goal this season for Real Madrid. I think that says it all, doesn't it? But you have to play him. They have to know what life is going to be like post Benzema, so they can't just come up with an excuse saying Benzema wasn't there. He has to try and do something, Ancelotti, and it seems like there's no real vision of what they're going to do this match. Yeah, it seems a bit bad. go over a few possession stats, obviously. Basic stats, shall we say. Possession for Barcelona is 63% to Real Madrid's 37. Attempts, 9 for Barcelona, 4 for Real Madrid. On target, 5 for Barcelona, 2 for Real Madrid. One of them was very tame, the other was a great save from ter Stegen. And no offsides as it stands. Very strange. I don't know, I just like that one. And saves, ter Stegen's made 2, whereas Courtois made 3. And yeah, 2 yellow cards for Barcelona, 1 for Real Madrid. I'm surprised that Pedri didn't get a yellow card near the end when he was pulling back. I can't remember who it was. Yeah, it's been really quite an interesting Classico, but really bad if you're a Real Madrid fan. So yeah. Apologies for that. So who has been the better player of this match? Ancelotti needs to bring on Camavinga and Jovic with basically no speed, no attack. Yes, and Camavinga is another good suggestion. Camavinga can speed up the transition, maybe. I thought Valverde could. I mean, I don't think it's the worst thing to put Valverde on in such a match to try and really exploit Busquets' lack of speed. But Camavinga definitely would be a good option. And Jovic, well, he's maybe not a great option, but I think at this point he's the only option. Yeah, so I think a lot needs to change. Who's been the better player? I think for Real Madrid, I don't think there's been any decent player. I really don't. I mean, I'd say Valverde, he got in a few decent tackles. Casemiro got a couple of decent tackles in, and if not, Militao's been their best defender. But that's saying a lot because even he hasn't been good. Whereas Barcelona has been quite impressive. I wasn't that impressed with Pedri. I think Pedri's not had his best day, but some decent balls forward anyway. Torres had a bright start. Dembele though. Dembele almost showing a sense of maturity, like I mentioned before. Timing, knowing when to keep the ball, knowing when to go forward, and really creating the danger. And at the back, Araujo has not let Vinicius Jr. get past him often at all. But Piqué and Garcia have had nothing to do. They really haven't had much to do. So yeah, I'm just trying to look up a few stats, and some are saying that Real Madrid are playing a 4-2-4, which is, yeah, I guess, but very disastrous. Anyway, gonna have a break. Make sure to join us before the second half gets underway, and we'll see you there for the second half. Don't go anywhere. And we're back. Haha. Couldn't leave you for that long. The El Classico was going to the second half, and the poll is obviously favouring more to Barcelona. Still, favourability towards Real Madrid winning this match. Well, something has to change. Otherwise, Real Madrid aren't winning at all. I can see Camavinga warming up, which is a positive sign, I guess. I think Camavinga is the new generation of Real Madrid's midfield. We talk about Modric, Casemiro, and Cruz being a solid trio for so long, but it's starting to age. Camavinga is a part of that new evolution in Real Madrid's midfield. Yeah, so second half on the way, and Jamie Burgoyne getting in touch saying Real Madrid could do with an attacking presence like the great Marco Liviggia. Okay. I mean, I'm glad you're listening, Jamie. But I don't know if Liviggia is really going to do it. So it's Camavinga who's come on. That seems to be the news. I don't know who's come off. Oh, and he's brought on Mariano. So, wow. That really says something. Jovic cannot get a game. So the second half is slowly getting underway, and there we go. Haha. Instantly Real Madrid go forward, so I don't know who's come off for whom. So I'll try finding that out instantly. Barcelona go forward straight away, and Torres is in on goal, fucking a one-on-one. And it's... Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it. Oh, for God's sake. The cliche continues. And he's onside. He's onside. Yeah, Alaba was trailing over, no cover whatsoever, and cut the offside there for Torres. And Torres should be doing better with that. That was a bad miss. He should be getting out on target. So it looks like Cruz has come off. Trying to find out who's come off, and so Carvajal has come off for Diaz, and Cruz has come off for Camavinga. Bold move. And Carvajal obviously was struggling, so makes sense. Already, this is an intense second half that started. Aubameyang's in on goal, and cuts it back brilliantly to Torres, and Torres got it. And what a good goal! Great shot back from Aubameyang, and this is definitely a statement. I think Ancelotti is just lost for words. Statement from Barcelona, 47 minutes in, 3-0. I'm about to cry. Putting on Mariano is like if SAF put Harry Maguire over Vidic. I know what you mean. I thought, why Mariano? Dembele gets the ball to De Jong, and Alba throws himself in, and Militao does as well. And I mean, Nacho barely defends. It's just awful. It's so awful. The defending is unacceptable. Seb, I haven't really paid attention to Liga. How has Aubameyang been getting on? Right, I'll say this now. I haven't been watching much either, but you know his goal scoring record says it all. He scored last week. He scored against Galatasaray in 2 weeks. Scored last weekend against Osasuna. He scored against Bilbao, Napoli, 3 against Valencia. There's a fair amount of goals. I think it's now 6 goals in 7 La Liga games, so it's a good return. That must be his first assist of the season, just there that he gave to Torres. So he's getting along quite well, you know. It seems surprising, and talking to Barcelona fans, they're shocked that Aubameyang has scored so much. Yeah, this is really getting bad for Real Madrid. Casemiro picking up the ball deep. Alaba. So I'm curious, is Alaba playing left back now? Oh, and he puts the ball behind Vinicius Jr. and it just goes out for a throw-in. I've always said that Alaba, I think, is a very overrated defender. I think he's pretty drastic sometimes and not that good. And I like to think that I've been proven right tonight. And I was just taking the throw-in. Camavinga intercepting. It's like a goal for Barcelona corner, Real Madrid corner. Pretty lazy. It's hard to see where Real Madrid get a goal from a corner. But if someone who can deliver it improperly, then it's Modric. PK complaining to the referee. Not sure what about exactly. And if you look, Camavinga's one of the tallest ones and he's on the outside of the box. I mean, if they don't want to score Real Madrid, they won't. Cross comes in. Ter Stegen does well to get it away. I think he takes Militao at the same time. Foul given to Barcelona though. Oh, it's Casemiro. Very strong, firm hand from Ter Stegen. Does just about follow through onto the head of Casemiro. Free kick now to Barcelona. Long ball in. Torres gets their header off. Terrible from. It's a goal for Aubameyang, and I think that is an offside. Who's asking this from Let's Talk Sport? Who's logged into Let's Talk Sport and asking the question? Okay, so Torres was given offside. I don't think he looks offside. Nacho just about steps back. Gathers the ball, then the space is open at centre back. Militao isn't covering, and Aubameyang gets in, and I think this is going to be checked by VAR. I think this will be a goal. I really think this will be a goal. The assistant is given offside, but I think he's going to give it. I don't think he's offside. Oh no, Alaba's definitely cutting the offside again. On the left hand side, didn't even see that. So, as it stands, I'm just trying to understand this. And then Aubameyang definitely is an offside from the pass from Torres. That's got to be a goal. Yeah, they're just checking now, and I think this will be given. And it has been given. It has been given. This is unbelievable. I'm the first critic of Xavi, but I've got to give it to him on the big occasion like now. They're doing it. Yeah. Reckon Cruz will leave Real Madrid this summer. I reckon he might. I reckon Real Madrid will have a clear out, but don't know. You see, Alaba's got that look now. You see, he's again was the one trailing, and that's why he was onside Torres. And then Militao was covering terribly. Casemiro was in no man's land. And that pass to Aubameyang, he's clear onside, and then Aubameyang with his left foot chips it over Courtois. Beautiful finish. Never offside. Holy shot and finish with football, says Steve McDonald. Jamie saying, sorry Seb, but that was me by accident, no worries. I can't anymore with this. I don't know if you've seen by my commentary, Seb, but David Alaba in the changing room is one hell of a character and leader. Maybe so, but let's not pretend he's a great defender when he's so unaware sometimes. And the kick off, and what did you say? So I think also Ancelotti has a lot of blame to take. At the moment, it's Nacho at right back, it's Alaba at left back, Casemiro at centre back with Militao. Now, if you take Casemiro out that midfield, he's also taken out Cruz, so he's basically reshuffled the whole team. So it must be Camavinga and Valverde in that sitting role. It's hard to tell because Real Madrid haven't really had the ball to be able to tell. And by the looks of it, Mariano's out on the right, Rodrigo up front, but I can't see where Modric is really. Alba with the ball. Barcelona regain possession. Oh, Alaba chops in there on Dembele. That looked dangerous. It was weird, the Real Madrid transfer for Alaba. Yeah, you see, it's Alaba who's played Torres on side. Militao brings it back to Courtois. Awkward bouncing pass with Belgium international to do with. Clears it. Rodrigo's never getting there. Aubameyang to Araujo to Piqué. Diaz trying to put him under pressure. Dembele to De Jong. Yeah, so I think Real Madrid are resorting to type, which is the 4-3-3 almost. We got Rodrigo on one side, Vinicius on the other, and Diaz as the main striker. Aubameyang proving something towards Arteta? Well, I actually agreed with Arteta. Aubameyang wasn't doing it for Arsenal, so what can you say? I think Aubameyang is a very toxic character sometimes like that, where if he's not up for it, he's not up for it. And I don't think at Arsenal he was up for it. He's clearly a talented footballer. There's no denying that. Alba. Busquets under no pressure. De Jong. To Piqué. Araujo's got space to run into on the right here. He does so too easily. Close to skipping past Alba. And Alba gives away the throw-in. Yeah, Arteta acted like a manager, and I admire that. Yeah, I do have admiration for Arteta, and Arteta is proving a point, and I understand him. You know, the money that Aubameyang was getting paid, there was no return on that investment. Pedri just working in little spaces. Back to Alba. De Jong finds himself in midfield. No pressure. Piqué crossfield, trying to get it to Torres, but Nacho cuts it out. Oh, and Pedri just gets a foot in to take it off Rodrigo. Well played. Really nice from Barcelona. Such tight play. Great through ball for Alba. Gets it to Aubameyang. Oh. And Aubameyang has missed a chance to get the hat-trick there. He just is a bit too late. Great cross from Alba. Ferran Torres just catches Modric sleeping. Alba skips past him in a low cross, and Aubameyang should really be getting his foot around it. He opens his foot and it goes wide at the post. Junior gets it to Alaba. Tries getting the cross in. Dummies it. Araujo goes for it. Brings it all the way back to Camavinga. To Modric. Modric skipping past Pedri. Trying to get the shot away. Great tackle from Busquets. And Barca can break. Poor pass from Dembele, and Valverde regains possession. Real Madrid could be in here. Mariano. Oh, and a good tackle from Garcia as well. Corner to Real Madrid. So, fourth corner from Real Madrid. Ball goes floating in. Piqué gets on the end of it. Valverde. Through to Casemiro. Out to Valverde. Can he find some shooting room? De Jong gets the block in. And a really good sliding tackle to block it as well. Camavinga across field to Junior. Gets it to Diaz. Powerful ball there into Vinicius Junior. Araujo and ter Stegen deal with it. Gets it away. Dembele takes it down beautifully, but then it was a bit heavy. Alaba manages to get the tackle in. Real Madrid back in possession. Vinicius Junior's got space out on the left. Let's take on Araujo. Skips past one. Doesn't get past Busquets. When the ball goes forward, I think Casemiro fouled Aubameyang. Nothing given. Didn't seem to take the ball. Oh, and a through ball for Junior. Araujo. And Rodrigo gets a shot away. Tame. Easily caught by ter Stegen. I think Real Madrid are preparing for two other substitutes. So Barcelona yet to have made any substitutions. As it stands. I think Lucas Vazquez is preparing to come on, and Aubameyang's here. Casemiro and Militao gathering around the ball. Made it hard for Aubameyang to get the shot away. Aubameyang pressing intensely at the Real Madrid defenders. Now you see, Jamie, that's something you didn't see at Arsenal. Let's be honest. After this match, do you think Madrid have any chance versus Chelsea? I think Chelsea will fancy their chances. If Madrid want a lesson of how to play a false number 9, ask Thomas Tuchel. But I think, yeah, they will definitely fancy their chances. Albert to get the cross in. Dummies it again. Tries going over a penalty. Real Madrid can't really get their foot on the ball again, and Barca look to break. Dembele's got acres of space on that right hand side. Valverde has to come over and cover. Cuts on his left. I'm not sure what Dembele was trying to do with his right foot there. Back to Pedri. Dembele. Poor touch. Modric goes flying in though. And that's a yellow card for Modric. He gets the ball, but it's a bit reckless. Oh no, he does not get the ball. He does not get the ball. And one thing we've seen in this match is the partnership between Torres and Aubameyang is quite a solid one. So now it's Rodrigo coming off and Nacho coming off, which is a probably necessary change. Nacho has been pretty dreadful in this match. And Rodrigo has been very ineffective in this whole game as well. Oh, a shot from... I just missed something there. Courtois forced him into a decent save. Camavinga, poor ball, PK intercepts easily. Dembele. Oh, what is he doing? Playing it to Busquets there. Diaz was always in front of him. Valverde in possession. Danny, hi, did I miss much? 4-0, what the fuck, says Danny Boy Game. Yeah, it's been a decent El Clasico, I'll say that. I mean, depends if you're a Real Madrid fan, then no, it hasn't been. But it's been quite intense. Camavinga. Crossfield to Vinicius Jr. Looking to get on his right foot. No options in front of him. Can he go for goal? He does. Piqué's head blocks it. Now Modric runs into the penalty box. Tries finding a cross, but Barca are very tightly defending. Modric to Asensio, to Valverde, to Casemiro, goes for the shot. It looked like it was going in. Probably see on another angle that it was going wide. No, it was swerving. Ball just bouncing in the midfield. Real Madrid get their foot on the ball. Asensio to Vasquez. Back to Asensio. Getting past Pedri. Getting past Busquets. Not past Garcia. And Alba's on the ball. De Jong with time. Decides to flick back to Piqué. Odd choice of pass there. Real Madrid just in possession. Alaba out on the left. To Modric. Back to Militao. Looking for the solution up front, and it's a poor ball to Vasquez. Intercepted by Barcelona. Second half was a bit lower in quality than the first one. PK. Alba. Oh, and a great takedown from De Jong. Great through ball for Aubameyang. Well defended by Militao, but couldn't see where the ball is and made it difficult for Aubameyang afterwards. Militao does earn the free kick in the end. Seemed like a 50-50 to me. You can see Xavi getting absolutely furious. His team is winning 4-0. Garcia. Barca just trying to slow the game down. Pedri to Busquets. To Alba. Alba, sorry. Different player. To Stegen, chesting it down. Trying to play out to PK. To Araujo. PK. Ter Stegen. Not much going on right now. And still, only 47% think Barcelona will win. 47% think Real Madrid will win. I think most of those votes for Real Madrid were cast before the 4-0. De Jong to Busquets. Now we're just finding Busquets, Pedri turning, giving the ball away though. Real Madrid can't capitalise and Barca are back in possession very comfortably. Piqué's got all the time in the world, gives that to Garcia, to Alba. And Torres just dropping back to help play in midfield. And Real Madrid aren't applying any pressure really. Hard to see what they're really trying to do. I think they're just trying to revert to type, which is this uneven 4-3-3, but still no striker. There's got to be a point where you think that Ancelotti will bring on Jovic, but apparently not. Alba. Piqué. Cross field. And what a ball that was. Torres in possession. I actually am one of the first critics of Piqué, but my God, he's been solid and really good today. Real Madrid trying to find a way through. Again, the same story. No real movement, but the Barca stay compact. Militao. Good ball crossfield to Lucas. Pedri managed to get out for a throw-in. And Barca will make some substitutions. It's about time. It looks like Depay and Gavi are the ones coming on, so Aubameyang surely for Depay. And I think Gavi will be coming on for De Jong, who's on a booking. And yes, he is, exactly. So Aubameyang, who's not got a hat-trick today. But De Jong also a big role in that goal that Torres scored. Militao. Forward to Alba. Junior. Militao. Got some pressure from Gavi. Brings it back to Valverde. Casemiro trying to get it cross field. Terrible ball in the end. Alaba does well to keep it in. This is the most embarrassing moment of the last 5 years for Madrid. It is a pretty bad moment for them. I'll say that. Alba. Torres. Barca are 4-0 up, says Greg. Yeah, they are. Alba to Torres. Alba. And even when Barcelona misplace a pass to one of their own players, it doesn't seem to bother them because they know that Madrid aren't going to be there. They're not applying that much pressure, so if a pass goes astray a bit, they can get it again. And Ter Stegen finds Alba in some space. Depay drops back. On a poor touch from Militao. Dembele's in. Ooh. And it's a penalty. It's a penalty. Wait. I think that probably is the correct decision. But he did take the shot on. Poor ball from Depay, gets it behind Dembele, but Militao's touch brings it back to Dembele, and Militao is... I'll defend him there. He's all over the place and takes down Dembele, but no real option there. And it is a penalty to Barcelona. Oh no, no. How'd that happen? Oh, and Valverde looked to have conceded the foul on Busquets, but nothing given. It's a strange one. Asensio, Vinicius Jr. Oh, and a terrible tackle there from Alba. Terrible. Gets a yellow card. He could have got a red. So free kick to Real Madrid. Modric to deliver. I think it's PK on the end of that one again. Busquets. Asensio trying to close him down. Great ball over to Torres. Tries getting Depay in. Bit heavy. Casemiro to Camavinga. Cross to Valverde. And I think Valverde's got less license to move forward in the second half, which is a bit of a shame. Alaba. Oh, terrible ball to Valverde. Goes out for a throw-in. And when Real Madrid are also making so many individual mistakes, then there's more to question than the simple tactics. Modric manages to find Vinicius. Barcelona defends so tightly that it comes to nothing. Ball to Gavi. Depay's out on the right. Lobs it over Casemiro, but Valverde manages to recover. Thankfully for Real Madrid. Could have become dangerous. Modric tries getting it over into Alaba. It's up against Araujo and obviously sells him the dummy once again. Tries getting the cross in. Over from Asensio. I think the whole move of dummying it against Araujo is not going to work anymore for Alba. You can tell that it's coming. PK to Busquets, to Stegen, back to PK. He's trying to find space so he can find that pass. Gets it to Torres. Decent ball. Just unfortunate that it doesn't bounce properly for them in the end. Garcia clears in. It looks like to be perfect in the path of Depay. He's only got Militao to take on now. Ooh. He tries lobbing it, the ball comes back to him, takes a volley, and easy enough for Courtois, but another decent chance from Barcelona. All Real Madrid's own making. Araujo. boots the ball upfield. Camavinga. Lucas Vasquez. Outside the boot. Oh, looked like Dembele would take that. It goes to Alaba in the end. Vinicius Jr. looking to cut in. Alaba. Scrambled away by Ter Stegen. Hits Lucas Vasquez's back and Pedri's in possession. Yeah, so as now the margin will be 12 points between Barca and Real Madrid. Barca with a game in hand, that makes 9 points potentially. Obviously, all of it is hypothetical, but Real Madrid, before tonight, all the top 5 still had to play each other in La Liga. So yeah, it could make for quite a title race if Real Madrid really are this bad. So the poll will end as Barcelona start getting into the lead. Too easy, right? Now I've got to ask the obvious question. Now, I've got to ask the obvious question as well. Who the man of the match is? And it's pretty difficult because so many of Barcelona's players have played well. I was contemplating, so obviously the front three of Dembele, Torres and Aubameyang are in the conversation, but then the fourth person, I was going to either go for Busquets or Piqué, but I think I might go for Piqué. I think he's been really good. So ask the community who the man of the match is. I'd personally go for... Oh, terrible tackle from Camavinga. He might get... Yes, he does get a yellow card. I'm struggling to decide a man of the match, so I'm going to leave it for the community. There we go. Easy way out? Yes. So, as we were speaking, Traore has come on for Dembele. Depay trying to put Casemiro under pressure as he's the last man. Valverde sweeps up after him. Vasquez storming through in his own half. Gets it to Vinicius. Got Alaba on the overlap. Can he get it to him? Not the greatest ball in the end. Real Madrid still keep it. Vasquez just outside the box. Modric. To Valverde. Modric. Gets it across to Casemiro. Forward to Junior. Out on the left. Alaba to Junior. Good interception by Traore. Clears his lines. Not far enough though. Valverde still in possession. Decent shot. Goes right over the bar. Wasn't far away, Valverde there. Casemiro in possession. All the way back to Courtois. Depay looking to apply the pressure. Camavinga. Back to Courtois. No real layout for Barcelona here. Busquets the one applying the pressure the highest. So it's Aubameyang who's winning the vote for the moment. Busquets conceding the foul on Camavinga. And very dangerous. He's already on a yellow. Yeah, for pulling back his shirt. Which is a tactical foul, so could have given a yellow card. I don't think he'd given a second yellow for that. Alba tries getting the cross in and goes out for Real Madrid corner. Modric plays it short to Vinicius. Pedri throws himself in. He's got Traore and Pedri around him. Ball just on the edge of the box. Goes to no one. Depay picks it up. Depay trying to be out-muscled here by Vinicius. Araujo clears it. Real need to learn from us how to trash Barcelona. It's not the same Barcelona, so I think there's that to take into account. Good ball from Modric to give to Alba. Alba gets it in. And Diaz tries knocking the ball in. Vasquez gets on the end of it, but the shot ends up going wide. Ball scrambling in the box, and Barca couldn't clear their lines. In the end, the shot was really badly taken by Vasquez. It seemed harder to miss it than to get it on target. And it's Dani Alves who's entered into the game. Nico and Dani Alves have been brought on by Xavi. So George Alba's the one who's coming off. Dani Alves. In the 86th minute. And Nico has come on, I'm assuming, for Pedri. Ball goes forward by Barcelona. Nico conceding the foul as soon as he gets on the pitch. Yeah, so it does look like it's Pedri that's come off for Nico. Torres in possession to Depay. Dani Alves. Busquets. Across field to Araujo. Back to Piqué. Oh, a great turn. Oh, what a turn by Gavi. What a great bit of dribbling. Forces the foul, and I think it's a yellow card for Vasquez. Nico has also just got a yellow card as well. Silly. What a great bit of play from Gavi. Touches the ball round Vasquez. Stays on his feet despite the tackle. But just skips past, well, Vasquez again, who ends up putting in a bit more of a rash tackle. Piqué. Ooh, poor ball from Piqué. To Modric. Pressure from all sides. Courtois. Plays it out to the left to Casemiro. Camavinga. Very few options for Camavinga. Clearance from Courtois ends up at Piqué. Diaz manages to get the loose ball back into play. Asensio falls into the tackle. That of Dani Alves. Modric to Valverde. Ball forward is to no one. Barcelona regain possession. Courtois. Vinicius Jr. Traore trying to get in the tackle. Ends up steering it out of play for a goal kick. He's looking for a foul from Traore. And just coming up to 90 minutes now, and three minutes to be added on. Traore with a decent bit of skill to the pie. Nico's the one who ends up losing the ball for Barcelona. Jazz running away. Oh, well played by Piqué. Araujo. Ter Stegen, and no pressure from any Madrid player. Gets it across to Dani Alves. To Busquets in the midfield. He's got acres of space. Gets it out to Torres, and Torres he's got time and space to do whatever he wants. To Gavi. Dani Alves. Cheekily finds Busquets. Back to Dani Alves. Only a handful of Real Madrid players are in Barcelona's half at the moment. Not really trying to apply pressure. Nico to run past Modric. Halts his run. Plays to Dani Alves, and Dani Alves has just gone roaming into midfield now. Busquets covering him at left back. Gets the ball. Dani Alves plays it forward to Nico. Dani Alves. Intercepted by Militao. Real Madrid not looking to get forward with any sort of urgency. By Greg. Chance here. Piqué as well to protect the ball from Diaz, and Ter Stegen can take it in his palms. Modric to roam forward, take on the shot. Block from Araujo. Nico to try and play out. Gets the pie. Ball forward, badly dealt with by Alaba. Traore to run at him. Good chance for Traore. Can he get a shot away? Ends up going out for a corner. Alaba managing to recover. Getting the block away. A corner for Barcelona. 15 seconds before the end. I think they're going to just play it into the corner. Don't see the point in if this game is already up. Depay looks like he's going to send it into the 16-yard box now. Blocked by Vasquez. Modric away. Vinicius looking to break. Nico not letting him. Oh, Gavi, sorry. And it's over. Well, well, well. My prediction was not the best. Not the best. I went for 1-1. I was expecting a tighter game. Then again, I probably underestimated Benzema's presence or lack of. It's a decent game if you're not a Barcelona fan. So even here, the king of the match has been officially given to Aubameyang. In our poll, Aubameyang has won the vote quite comfortably. I preferred Torres. I thought Torres brought a bit more. I liked Dembele as well. Aubameyang was hidden away most of the game, but still, you know, can't argue with 2 goals and an assist. And yeah, the first El Classico for Xavi as a manager. And he can be happy. 4-0 at the Bernabeu is a great result. And I had my doubts about him, but he's convincing me. He is convincing me with that sort of result. So, go over a few stats. So, possession, Real Madrid 40% to Barcelona 60%. Not that much of an improvement on the first half, just a bit. Then attempts, 14 from Real Madrid, which I'm quite shocked about. 18 for Barcelona. 4 of Real Madrid's ones were on target, and I'm guessing that the 4 on target didn't really force much of a save from Ter Stegen. I know 2 of them were tame, 1 of them was a decent save. The other one, I can't say I remember. 18 attempts for Barcelona, 10 on target. Courtois did have a difficult day, and he was not helped by his defence. Alaba was all over the place. Militao was probably the best of a bad bunch. Nacho and Carvajal didn't seem to know how to play fullback. And then the makeshift midfield, it was a makeshift strike force with midfielders playing there. You feel like you wanted Modric to be a bit deeper in that game, but it was just Cruz and Casemiro. Casemiro's distribution wasn't exactly great. Modric seemed a bit lost, just running down lost causes up front. Wasn't very good. Wasn't good. The fact that Ancelotti did not play Jovic whatsoever is disappointing, because Diaz playing up front didn't work, and he's not that good a player. Ancelotti got it wrong, and it's one of those questions, age-old questions. Can Real Madrid play without Benzema? It looks like they can't. So yeah, pretty poor showing from Real Madrid. Pretty poor. Great for Barcelona. Goal from Araujo, 2 from Aubameyang and 1 from Torres. Torres did have some decent chances, but wasted them a bit. I thought the old guard like Busquets and Piqué showed what they're worth as well. Very good in this game, great distribution, and pretty solid defensively. Weren't getting run over, which is also reassuring given that Real Madrid purposely put on more midfielders to try and overrun them, but they dealt with it very well. So yeah, good game for Barcelona. Really good game. I think they didn't need to set up particularly to try and adapt to Real Madrid. Real Madrid basically created their own downfall. Their midfield that try and overrun Barcelona just didn't work and was dysfunctional. It was just not really good. But anyway, that was Barcelona Real Madrid. So it was 4-0 to the Catalan team. They could catch up Real Madrid. Is the title race still on? If Real Madrid are that bad, and if Benzema's injury is longer than expected, then the title race could be on. But I will thank you all for getting involved in the comments. It's been a pleasure. I've been Seb, watching the El Classico, and good night to you all.